back after the weekend. 3 days. And the skiing was fantastic over the Wyndham yesterday. Groomed and pleated. After an evening of committing suicide on sugar and processed food. Did you know that 73% of the food that you probably find in a supermarket isn't really food at all? If you take the strictest definition, it doesn't do much for your cellular level or your metabolism. Yeah, we're just killing ourselves with all that processed garbage that doesn't really do anything. Boy, it'll make you fat. It'll give you all kinds of diseases, but will it really meet your needs? That's a question. Between the pharmaceutical companies and the food companies, it's almost like they got together on it. There must be at least 50 government agencies that deal with food. Oh, you didn't know that, huh? Yeah, and people probably sitting around drinking diet sodas or diet this or stevia or some sort of whatchamacallit that's a low-calorie sweetener and not realizing that they're just spiking their body for their next meal to overeat. Yeah, what the things they do to the livers. And if you see somebody that's got a pot belly, woohoo, that's going to shorten their lifespan for sure. The effects that it has on the different organs of the body. I'd rather have a fat rump than a beer belly, and gosh, I don't know. Better not to drink, airman. Well, because that's just a little tough on the liver. Beer belly, a little tough on the kidneys, I suppose, and other organs of the body. I ain't preaching, but alcohol is probably a bad drug. Oxygen, 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 oxygen. Well, John, a very wealthy, extremely wealthy, 60-year-old man, shows up at his country club one day with a brand new wife. Smoking hot, 22-year-old, blue-eyed, blonde, stacked to the hilt, and his buddies are totally amazed because John ain't such a hot number. He's got a pot belly and he's got a lot of junk in the trunk. Probably weighs about 450 pounds. And a buddy of his says, "No way somebody like you can find a young, attractive female like that." And he said, "Well, I agree with you. Some of these guys like to marry old geezers like me." And they said, "Well, how did you pull that off?" "It's simple," John said. "I lied to her about my age." "What'd you do, tell her you were 50 instead of 60, John?" a friend asked. Shakes his head. "No, there's no way she could believe that I was 50 or 40 or 30 or 20. "So how'd you tell her? What'd you tell her exactly?" "I told her I was 95. Well, way out back in the woods, 2 looks in the sea, you know it's the hairman talking. It's all happenstance, and if you want to call that living, snow-blinded weekends, lost in tin roof stills, tractors bogged down. In them back 40 hills, fields they done all turned to weeds, 'cause we're all getting geared up for the weekend, looking for some, really hot chicken flipping out in the old barbecue hanging in the barnyard. When we're not hot rolled, fried and foiled, or tweaked on nitro injection, tuning up the old hot rod to burn rubber on a straightaway on our hilltop drag strip, mentally scattered, all spun out. No doughs and little white crosses, all up all night, watching Scooby-Doo on rocket fuel and cotton candy, way back in the hills. And them there hills, 2 looks in the sea, we're all chopping wood, it's all happenstance. If you want to call that whatever you don't know, snow-blinded weekends lost, tweaked and tin roofs, stuttering and stills and backwards and twisted. In them back 40s, they got a bogged down tractor. Well, all the fields, they done turned to green weeds, and we're just a bunch of motorheads geared up and spinning our wheels. Out on the weekend for some chicken flipping, or in the barnyard barbecuing. Hot rolled, fried, and foiled, tweaking our nitro-injected hot rods. Up in the hilltop drag strip, straightaways, burning rubber, oh yeah. Mentally scattered, all spun out and twisted, no doze, caffeined up on little white crosses. All night long playing Scooby-Doo on rocket fuel and cotton candy. Woohoo, mentally scattered, all spun out. No doze, little white crosses, up all night playing Scooby-Doo on rocket fuel and cotton candy. The fields then on all turned green weeds, and we're geared up for the weekend. Out there chicken flipping, in the barnyard or barbecuing. Way out back in them there hills, 2 looks and a sea. It's just all happenstance, but that's where we all want to be, till we get all strung out. Yeah, you're hanging out with the dew, and that don't make no sense. I never said I would. I'm back here after a long weekend, putting my life back in order and everything around me. Yeah, I got some paper clips and bobby pins and safety pins and duct tape and friction tape to keep it running. Yeah, way out back in these air hills, it's just happenstance. And then I come down here for some river living down in the lowlands and find that it's even worse. Oh yeah, as we all carried on our Christmas festivities yesterday. And we didn't think a word, not a lick for the workers. Yes, them footballers who have to work on Christmas Day. And today it's Boxing Day in the UK, Canada, New Zealand, Australia. And you know what Boxing Day celebrate in the United States? You know what day that is? It's Black Friday, where we beat each other up in the box stores. Yeah! Honor and pleasure to be with you here today, and keep it locked. 91.5 WRPI Troy, your everything radio station. Atención, por favor.